Hello there, greetings from Xerxez IT Training and Projects. So in this video, we are going to discuss about dictionary using Julia programming language. So consecutively, we try to cover the concept of sets also in this video. What exactly the dictionary is? Dictionary is a simple lookup table in a useful way of organizing many types of data. Given a single piece of information such as number, you can give strings also as a symbol, and you can consider those things as a key here. What is the corresponding data value? For this purpose, Julia provides the dictionary objects called dict. Generally, we use the keyword called dict for the short. It is an associative collection because it associates key with the values. We'll try to discuss how to create the key and respective values using dictionary concept in Julia programming language. In the same way, we'll try to discuss about the sets also. Okay, how to use sets concept in Julia programming language. It is also a different form of array because sets are unordered collection of unique elements, whereas the order of elements is strictly remembered in this array. So we'll try to see this concept dictionary as well as the sets using Julia programming language. So already I have created the Jupyter notebook. So using the Jupyter notebook, we'll try to practice how exactly the dictionaries are used in Julia programming language. As I told you, dictionary works on the principle of key and values. In my previous projects, I have used the dictionary concept in many ways. Suppose let's say you want to pass the values to the model, okay, from the external sources. Generally, we use the concept of dictionary using the technique of append in machine learning the projects. So let's try to have one simple example. Let's say I want to have the prices of the cars. So what I will do, I'll try to create one variable, let's say car, and I'll use the method called dict. Okay, dict. So after calling the method called dict, so you have to give the key and value pair attributes, okay, to work on the concept of dictionary. So let's say my first key be a car 1, okay, and my respective value for that car is, let's say, 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh. So I'll mention here 1 lakh rupees. Okay. In the same way, it is also possible to have n number of key and values inside the variable called car dictionary. So let's try to have one more way. Okay, the data. Let's say car 2. So always remember, while calling the key, okay, always try to call the key in double quotes. In the same way, let's try to have the value for the next car 2 is, let's say, 2 lakh rupees. 2 lakh rupees. In the same way, I'll try to have the another one, let's say car 3, and which is nothing but the key here, and the value of that one be, let's say, 3 lakh rupees. 3 lakh. So let's try to create the dictionary. So shift and enter it. Shift and enter it. It takes little time to process. Now you can see, so I have created 3 keys here, nothing but car 1, car 2 as well as car 3, and the values of those car 1 to 3 are 1 lakh to 3 lakh rupees. Suppose if you want to access, let's say I want to access the value of car 1. So using the concept of dictionary in Julia programming language, so I can call directly, let's say car, which is nothing but my variable here. Now next, to give the index. Okay, so to give the index, so you can say you can give the index, let's say car 1. I want to display the value of car 1. Okay, so I have mentioned that the car 1 is having the value as 1 lakh rupees. So it is displaying now. It has displayed me the value of car 1 key is 1 lakh rupees here. In the same way, if I want to display, let's say I want to display the value of car 3. So car 3, next, it should be car. Okay, car is nothing but the variable where I have stored the values. Let's say car 3, which is nothing but my third key. So shift and enter it. it should give me the value as 3 lakh rupees. Yeah, it has given me the value as a 3 lakh rupees here. So there is another method of calling dictionaries in Julia programming language. So let's say I'll create another variable, let's say car type, and while declaring the key and value pair, so I'll try to use the another technique by using the method called dict. So dict equals to, now next to comma you give, okay, and car1. So car1, let's say the value of the car1 be 4 lakh rupees. Okay, I have given the value as 4 lakh rupees. Same way, let's try to create two more using comma here. So in this case, I'm not going to use the double quotes. I'm going to use the colon here, colon car2. Next is the value of that car2 be, let's say 5 lakh rupees. 5 lakh rupees. So don't give any space in between equal to and greater than symbol. Let's say the value of that car be 5 lakh rupees. 5 lakh rupees. In the same way, I'll try to create one more using the same technique. Let's say car3. Okay, car3. Next, the value of that one be 6 lakh rupees. 6 lakh rupees. Let's try to execute this one. Let's see, okay, whether it is possible to execute or to create the dictionary using the second method. It is processing. Now you can see here, okay, it has generated, it has given me three more key, that is car1, car3 as well as car2, and these values are stored inside the variable called cars type here. The method, almost all the concept will remain same here. So instead of using double quotes in the key value, so I'm calling the key value with the colon here. In the same way, let's imagine I want to access the values which what I have declared in the second method. So you can call the variable which is nothing but the car type, and you give the indexing or call the value. Okay, so call the value which is nothing but, let's say, car1. So it should give me the value as 4 lakh rupees here. 4 lakh rupees. So it has displayed me the value has 4 lakh rupees here. Now we will try to discuss about how to search the values in using the concept of dictionary in Julia programming language. So to search any values which is stored in the Julia programming language, there is a method called has key. Okay, has key. Then you call the variable name which is nothing but cars. It should be cars type. Okay, cars type. Next is just give the colon here. Okay, and but before that one we need to separate this. This is how we separate. We using the semicolon. Okay, and give the variable, let's say car2. So it should give me the value as 5 lakh rupees. 5 lakh rupees. Yeah, actually here, okay, it's like while searching the values, so it gives me the results in true and false. That means car2, okay, is available, car2 key is available in the variable called cars type here. In the same way, let's try to call the another, let's say car4, using the same concepts of searching technique. Cars underscore type, separate this one using the semicolon. Let's say car, I'll display now, I'll try to call 4. It should give me the false value. Yeah, it has given me the false value. That means the key called car4 is not available in my dictionary called cars type. Now next is we'll try to delete. Okay, we'll try to see how to delete the key using the dictionary concept. To delete, generally we use the method called delete. Next is call the type cars, which is nothing but my variable cars type. Next I'll try to provide the key here. Let's say the key be car1. Okay, key be car1. So next delete. That means this method delete will delete the keyword called car. Now it has displayed me the rest of the key values which are available in my the variable called cars type here, which is nothing but car2 as well as the car3. Suppose in the same way, if I want to display all the keys which are available in my dictionary, so we can use the method called keys. Next call the variable. Let's say the variable, I'll try to display the variables what I have created in the first attempt. So that is nothing but the cars here. So it should display me all the 3 key values which is available in cars here. Let me check what is wrong here. I think yeah, I had given the variable as cars here, not car. Okay, so let's try to call keys of car. So it should display me all the key values which is available in the variable called car here. So now let's see. Okay, so to merge both the two variables, so I can use the method called merge. So I'll try to combine all the two variables, and I'll try to store in the another new variable. Let's say dictionary3. I have created one more new variable called dictionary3, and I'll use the method called merge. Next call the variable called car and the another variable, let's say cars underscore type. So it should give me all the key which are available in both the variable called cars as well as a cars type. Now you can see here, okay, it has displayed me, it has given me all the values, nothing but here the car1, car2, car3, okay, which are stored. I have stored in different the variables here, that is nothing but the car as well as a car type here. This is how generally we work with the dictionary using Julia programming language. In our next topic, we'll try to see how to work with the sets using Julia programming language. So the concept will remain same here with slight variations while declaring the variables. So I'll use one variable called sports brand. Okay, sports brands. And to work with the sets, generally we use the method called set. Okay, set, then you call the the values here. To call the values, generally we use the brackets here. Brackets, inside the bracket you call all the values with the double quotes. Let's say the first brand is, let's say Adidas. The same way I'll try to have some more brands. Okay, and I'm going to store that one in the variable called sports. Same way I'll have Nike. Same way I'll try to have, let's say Puma. Next I'll have one more the brand here, sports brand, let's say Reebok. Okay, Reebok. So next we'll try to store all these values in the variable called sports brand using the concept of sets. It will store all the values will be stored in the sports brands here. Yes, I committed some mistake here while declaring the sets. Always remember, Julia is case sensitive in nature. So while declaring, I gave the value as a set with the capital letter S, sorry, small letter S. It should be capital letter S here. Okay, while declaring the sets in Julia programming language. Now it has given me the values like Nike, Puma, Reebok as well as the Adidas, and all these values are stored inside the variable called the sports. If you want to search, let us imagine that I want to search the values which are stored in the set. So to search the values, generally we use the method called in. So in, next let's try to call any one the values which is stored in the sets. Let's say I want to fetch the values of Nike. Okay, so in in double quotes you give Nike, it should give me the values in Boolean variable. Okay, if Nike is present, it should give me the value as a true here. Now if you want to search, so what I have done here is, so I have used a method called in, and then respective values I have given, but it has given me the error message here. So generally if you want to search the any element or any values using the concept of search in Julia programming language, so after the value you have to give the variable name here. Okay, so what I will do, so after calling the value here, okay, comma, next you give the variable name, and the variable, my variable name is sports brand here. Okay, sports brand. So generally what it do, it try to give me the values in Boolean values, either it will be true or false. If Nike is available, it should give me true. Let's try to run this program. So it has given me as a true here, so that means Nike is available. In the same way, let us imagine I want to search the another element which is not available in my sets with of the variable called sports brand. Let's say HRX. So I want to search HRX. So I've given HRX. Next, give the variable name, which is nothing but sports underscore brands. Sports underscore brands. Shift and enter it. So it should give me the value as a false here. So it has given me the values of false. That means it indicates that the HRX brand is not available in the variable called sports brand. In the same way, let's try to create one more variable for storing our Indian brands. So let's say I'll create the variable, let's say sports brands, okay, sports brands India. So in this variable, so I'm going to store the values like say HRX, okay, which is one more upcoming the brands, Indian brands called HRX. In the same way, I'll try to have editors. Okay, I'll try to have one more. Let's say the other brands. Let us say my brand be let us say my Indian brand be Fila. So I'll try to store Fila value here. Let's try to enter this. So that means the two more brands I have stored in using the other variable here. Okay, so which is nothing but sports brands in India. So it has displayed me the values like HRX and the Fila here. The next is we'll try to see how to combine these two variables, the values which are present in two variables, using the set concepts. So to combine the data which are there in two brands, generally we make use of the method called union. Okay, so we'll try to perform union operations, okay, to store or to combine all the values which are available in my two brands. So here you call the methods called union. Next, call the first variable, which is nothing but sports brands. Same way, okay, you can call the another one using comma value, sports brands India. Okay, sports brand India. Now next, shift and enter it. So it has given me all the values which are available in those two variables like sports brand and sports brands in India. Similarly, I can perform intersection operation also. Okay, so to perform intersection operation, so I can make use of the method called intersect. Now next is call those two variables sports underscore brands and sports, it should be in capital letter. Always remember, Julia is case sensitive in nature. Sports brands India. So it should give me the values which are available in both this variable. So it has intersect. See, as far as intersection is concerned, the common variable it try to display. So in my case, there are no common variable in both the variable, let's say sports brands as well as the sports brands in India. So what I will do, I'll try to add one more brand here, or but before that one, to add one more brand in sports brand, let's say I want to add Fila in sports brands. So to add sports brands in sports brands called Fila in my variable called sports brands, so I can make use of the method called push. Okay, push. Next is, let's say I want to push the value called Fila in my sports brand, sports underscore brands, sports brands. Next, let's say the value be HRX. So next, shift and enter it. So that means it should display me, it should give me the values, it should push the values called HRX in my sports brand. Now you can see, before I had Nike, Puma, Reebok, Reebok and Adidas. Now HRX is also available in my sports brand. In the same way, next what I will do, I'll try to run this intersection operation. That means the common value should give me. Okay, just let me try to copy and paste in my next cell. Okay, now let's try to execute this. So it has given me, see, the common element called HRX using intersect operation. The same way, there is another method called a set difference. Okay, so set difference also perform the same thing like intersection operation. So set diff. Next is called, okay, those two variable, which is not, let me try to copy the same thing. Okay, copy and paste it over here. So it should give me the difference values using the set diff method. So shift and enter it. So let's see. Okay, it has given me the values like the difference value. It is not going to display the common values in both. Okay, Nike, Puma, Reebok as well as the Adidas is available. I hope you are clear with this concept. If you really like my video, please subscribe my channel for the upcoming updates. Thank you very much.